starting with this guided activity 6.2 on page 135. We're going to open that program. When we do that, we'll find that the folder in which the program exists has got, I'll show you, it's chapter 7 data files, compiled in, it's not that, sorry, it's chapter 6, and it's the relational comparisons. We'll see that it's been written with a later version of Delphi, not Delphi2010, and you'll see that you'll have the 132 folder in there. Now, you're going to have a problem running this program because it's written in either Community Edition or whatever. You'll see now when I try to run it what's going to happen. Okay, there are errors because of the fact that it's written in a different version. So to fix that, we have to do the following. First of all, we delete the history and the 132 folder. And in fact, I'm going to close Delphi because I have to delete those other files as well. So you need to delete all of these and only leave DFM and the _u.pas. So we're going to delete the dproj local, identi-cache delete, stat delete, and the VB delete. All you have to have left is the .dpr, .res, .dfm, Those are the only files you need. If you don't see those extensions, then you can go to the view and then make sure that file name extensions are ticked and hidden items is ticked. So you need to go to view and make sure those are ticked so you can see those file extensions. So now we can go and open it. So of course I have to open Delphi2010 first because I originally had the Community Edition installed on this computer, and when I uninstalled it and installed Delphi2010, it has caused this problem that I have to now go and open Delphi2010 each time. I can't go straight to that .dpr file. That's a problem if you try and install two versions of Delphi on your computer. You're going to have that problem. So, of course my computer's a bit slow. While we're waiting for it, here's the work that you would have missed in term 3. On the 2nd of August we checked marks, and on the 3rd of August we actually we started with pat, and over here we started loops and pat. But on Friday, I think it was the 30th of July, yeah, we did in class this activity. The day before we were talking about this conversion, Community Edition, and on Wednesday we were checking the tests, and of course the first 2 days of this term you had exams. So we're going to go through all the activities up till today's date, which is the 11th of August. Okay, Delphi's open now. I'm going to go and open that program again. File and open. And I'll go to the folder and I'm going to choose the .dpr, open. Now before I run it, we have to do the following. We have to get rid of anything that says VCL dot and WinAPI dot. So you're going to get rid of all as you can see, visually over here. We're just going to use the original names, not anything VCL dot and system dot. Get rid of that. Make sure there aren't any duplicates inside there in the user section. Windows, messages, assistive tools, variants, classes, graphics, controls, forms, dialogues, and standard controls. Now I'm going to click run, and it says there's still errors, so we're going to see now Gotta get VCL dot over there. Oops, sorry. Get it undo. Let's delete that. Now I'm going to do file save all and run. And now it's fine. Right, now the next thing we're going to do is obviously the code. We're going to go to our the unit F12 and see what we have to do here. Okay, so this is a simple program. It's all about using these comparisons: equal, greater than. Well, this is a less than, greater than means not equal, greater than, and this is greater than, equal, less than, and equal. Those are just your relational comparisons. So this is a guided activity, so you can actually just use the code there. So the on-click event has already got this code in it. Let's have a look. The check button, there it is. So if the text for EDT equal, which is this box here, is equal to the label, which is this over here, this label. So if the person types that in there, and then we click on check, and if it's equal, then we'll have equal written there. Otherwise we'll have, well, the caption is true or false. Okay, it will be either true or false there. This is the answer, LBL equal. This is LBL not equal. This is LBL larger. That's LBL larger or equal. That's LBL smaller. And that's LBL small. In names of these captions have to be filled with either true or false. So that's basically what it's going to be. So we're going to be using the same code for each of the other options, checking the other edit boxes, and there's a few of them. So I'm just going to copy and paste. Let's go and put that there so we can actually see what we're doing. Right, now let's go to the next edit box that we're worrying about is this one here, EDT not equal and LBL not equal input. So I'm just changing the names here, and we have to use the less than and greater than sign there. And for this one is the caption called, the label called LBL not equal. So you see, we're just changing the names of the captions. Then the next one would be for this edit box, EDT larger. So EDT larger, and I presume this is going to be LBL larger input. And if this is greater than, okay, EDT larger is greater than what's written there, LBL larger input, then this label called LBL larger must have false. So it's label LBL larger, and this one's also going to be LBL larger. Then the next one is greater than or equal to, so that's EDT larger or equal, and that's LBL larger or equal input. So I'm just going to change the name there, larger or equal input, and then the label that's going to have the true and false in will be this one, LBL larger or equal. Larger or, so that's that one done. Next one is less than, EDT smaller, LBL smaller input, and this is LBL smaller. So if EDT smaller, and this will be is equal to LBL smaller input, then we'll say there's got to be a less than symbol put there. Then we say LBL smaller equals true, otherwise LBL smaller equals false. Next one is this one, EDT small or equal, and we have the less than or equal sign, and then LBL smaller or equal. So this is going to be smaller or equal, and that's LBL smaller or equal, and this is be LBL smaller or equal. That is smaller or equal input. This is LBL smaller or equal, smaller or equal, and this is going to be less than or equal sign, less than or equal sign, and there it is. So basically we did change names of the edit boxes and the labels according to the requirement for each one of those inputs, and that the check button is doing all of that, and that's the end of that program. So you can do that and try and run it, make sure it works, and then we're done. And that's that for today. I must stop, and I will see you in the next one.